Hello to my Virgos. All right, let's get into it, Virgos. Let's get right into it. So, for those of you all who were with me from the very beginning, if you remember, if you recall, we set intentions from the very beginning. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's see what your intention is. Let's pull out the intention deck. Let's pull out the intention deck. See what your intention is. All right, before we jump into your reading, so we can talk about this full moon. Let's talk about this full moon. Full moon that we're coming up on the 13th. We have a full moon on January the 13th, and see how you can get prepared for this full moon. See how you can get prepared for this full moon. Let's get into it. Let's see what your intention is. Ooh, I start each day with a positive attitude. That's right. Say it to yourself. Put it out in the universe. Start each day with a positive attitude. Talking to you wherever Virgo is in your birth chart. Already prayed over your cards. Virgos? Let's get into it. Talking to you wherever Virgo is in your birth chart. Let's do it. Let's see what's in your cards. Virgos. We are coming up on we're in the first quarter moon phase, right? And we're going to have a wolf moon on the 13th, right? So the goal is to land on the light wolf moon, healthy wolf moon energy, right? So the wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. So healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching, whether it's religious or political studies, right? So you'll know that wolf energy is balanced if it's reliable, democratic, and fearless, but when it's out of balance, it's judgmental and dominating, right? So if you ever try to leave in an environment, whether it's a job, leave a job, leave a tribe, leave a community. We'll just say a community. Try to leave a community, whether it's family, whatever. Try to leave a community. You'll be judged for it. People will try to dominate you. Those kind of things. That's when you'll know it's out of balance. It's dark energy, right? Versus sending you off with blessings, helping to light your path, right? Enlightening you. So to bring things into balance, you want to practice letting go. All right, let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Virgos, let's go. All right. Six of Swords, right? Yeah. Practice letting go of something. So that's what you're going to have in common with somebody. You're going to practice letting go, right? Yeah. That's light High Priestess energy. Practicing letting go. Starting each day with a positive attitude. You're not trying to hold on to anything, people, places, and things like you own property. Like people are your property. If they're trying to move on with their lives, just let them move on. That's what you have in common with people. If people want to move on with their lives, let them go. Let them move on with their lives, right? Yeah. You've already experienced that. You've already seen it. You've already experienced how people just, control people. You've already been on jobs where people have written negative reviews. You've already seen how people hold on to people like they're their property. Do things behind their backs. You've already seen it, right? So you're sure somebody's, having compassion because they're like, you've already seen when people move on how they use people as pawns. People try to control people's kids. They try to, stop people from advancing in their careers. They do all kinds of things to try to control people when they're trying to move on and better their lives. So you've already seen it. So you don't want to be like that. That's what you have in common with somebody. So here we have the Hermit card. So this is your card. Try to make people feel like they're not good enough. Try to make them feel like they're not worthy. You've already seen it. You've already experienced it. That's what you have in common with somebody. So Source is saying something is pushing you to the light side of High Priestess energy. This is the dark side and this is the light side. So when we're talking about wolf energy, that's what's bringing you into the light side of wolf energy. That's what you have in common. Like you're not that person that's going to try to hold on to somebody who's trying to move on and better their lives, right? So 1, 2, ooh, okay, yeah. When they leave a family behind, trying to better themselves, trying to whatever, career, whatever, break karmic cycles. Number 8, trying to break karmic cycles. You sending people off with blessings. Like, you know what? If there's anything I can do to help people, hey, I mean, the least I can do is pray for people. And that's what you're doing. The least you can do is pray for people. Starting each day with a positive attitude. The least you can do is pray for people. So, that's what I'm seeing for you and your cards so far. That's it. Starting each day with a positive attitude. So yeah, so that's the energy. When you send that energy out to the universe, that's what comes back to you. That's what energy comes back to you. You're showing compassion. Showing some kind of compassion. Yeah. And that's how something is going to come back. That's how source is going to speed up whatever it is you prayed for. It's like, okay, you send out good energy to somebody, you know, that you're wishing them a speedy whatever. Their prayers are sped up. That's how yours is going to come back to you fast, too. Whatever it is you're praying for. So, let's see. Yeah. Somebody has already gone down this path. Somebody has already gone down a rabbit hole of discovery. For them, it could have been a nightmare. That's, again, you know, they come back to their throne, just like you come back to your throne. That's, again, you and somebody have a lot of things in common. So, for instance, if you and somebody worked, like let's say, for instance, you were on a job, you could be in a position that somebody else worked in that position. For them, they worked the position. It could have been a nightmare for them, but it could be a dream job for you, right? You wishing them the best, right? For them, it could have been a nightmare romantic relationship, but for you, it could be a dream relationship for you. You're wishing them the best. There's no benefit to a competition. There's no competition. You have your throne, they have theirs. In their universe, move on. That's what you have in common. Right? You like High Priestess, they like High Priestess. I'm talking to men and women. Same journey. That's what you have in common. I still don't get why people, there must be a spirit in between something that is making people compete. Like what? Because clearly somebody has already moved on here. Somebody has moved on from a job, so somebody must be still talking about something. So if it's a job, it must be a manager or somebody that's still talking about the employee that was there. Or if it's a love interest, past love interest, somebody must be still talking about their ex. If that's the case, if it's somebody still talking about their ex, you need to cut the conversation off. Be like, okay, well, you're still holding on to something. Like, release it. Right? Yeah. Yeah, so somebody must be still talking about something. Somebody must be still in competition mode. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Somebody is lying about something. That's right here. When we talk about lying, somebody is still not being honest about something. I'm not even surprised this card came out, because somebody is not being honest about why somebody moved on. That's the only that I'm not even surprised this card came out. Somebody is not being honest about why somebody moved on. Yeah, somebody's not being honest about why somebody moved on. Yeah. Somebody's being used as a pawn in a game. That's what's gotten somebody. Cause see, your light high priestess gifts. I'm talking about you. Your light high priestess gifts. Somebody's light high priestess gifts are like now, like Wonder Twin powers activate for real. Like you and somebody are connected in a way that's like, okay, It's like these little like coming together, like, like, what's going on here, right? in hermit mode. Because somebody already moved on. And something has you like fighting mad about something. Because you got two energies here that's like, the Wand's energy is fire energy. Got somebody fired up. The closer and closer we get to the full moon, remember we have a full moon in Cancer. And Cancer is ruled by the moon. So this is a great opportunity for anybody who is this creative, who loves to create. This is like double creative energy. So if you're a person who's like, okay, you've been wanting to write a book, whatever you've been trying to create, this is a perfect opportunity for people to create. But it's also, full moon energy is when you want to protect your energy, because people don't know where to put all of this extra creativity. Your energy level, like, it just really increases. But if you're confused, if you're like sandwiched between this confusion, if you sandwich between the confusion, you don't know what to do with the energy. That's why this is coming out. So like I said, and you're being lied to by two energies, and somebody's wanting to take some aggression out on the wrong energy. It's time to pray. It's time for somebody to pray and be like, okay, Source, give me some clarity. Give me some answers. Give me some clarity or something. Give me some clarity. Yeah, give me some clarity. Because this card right here means an obsession. Somebody is lying and there's an obsession going on here. Two energies are lying about something and they're obsessed with something. Right? So here we have the Knight of Coins, and somebody is just working. Yeah, here's the Knight of Pentacles here. Somebody is just working. And somebody is just working, but you got two energies that's obsessed with something. I don't know. Yeah, they're obsessed with sacrificing somebody. So, yep. I don't know who this reading is for, but like I said before, it would be like, somebody has moved on with their lives, whether it's a job or something. Somebody has moved on to the next job, and your manager is just sitting there. And people on the you got a person and your manager and the people on your job are talking about how the person who has moved on, messed up all the files. If it wasn't for them, your job would be easier, blah, blah, blah. And you mad at somebody you never even met. And they just obsessing over somebody you never even met. And you like, oh, my job is so hard. And I have to stay overtime and I'm not getting paid for this. And I thought this was going to be, because you bought into a fairy tale. The person that moved on, they working. Financially independent, working. And so Source is like, okay, but you being lied to by some people. Yeah. So being lied to by some people who are obsessed with covering up a lie. That's what they're doing, they're covering up a lie. But somebody who's in hermit mode or don't even know what the lie is. Don't even know what the lie is. Because they moved on with their life. Don't have a clue what the lie is. Don't even have a clue. Yep. So, time to shine a light on some stuff. Time to shine a light on some stuff. So this is sun energy here. Time to shine a light on some stuff. So, or time to become enlightened. time to become enlightened. And so light wolf energy. So Source is saying, you know, time to become enlightened instead of being in the dark. You know, time to become enlightened instead of being in the dark about things. So, but that's going to require divine masculine energy, though. That's going to require taking the initiative and not like this. Not like that. That's going to require divine masculine energy. Yeah. Yeah, not by sacrificing energies. Yeah, not by sacrificing energies. So if you work in an office, sometimes, I mean, if this is an office situation, because I'm looking at a lot of pentacles here. If this is an office situation, a lot of people who have left an office situation, if this is the case, instead of you getting mad at somebody who left an office situation because you're hearing office gossip and people judging, and usually with people, if they create like a daily whatever to-do list or whatever, sometimes people will leave a number. Sometimes people will leave a number to call or whatever. Call the person. Pick up the phone and call the person. Just call them. Introduce yourself. Call the person. A warm gesture. Enlighten somebody. Call the person. You know, call the person. Yeah. Yeah, because somebody is almost like at a pivotal point, you know, at this point, like, you know, just kind of sort of being stubborn, and I'm not really, somebody's almost like they're at a pivotal point, basically, like, you know, just like almost being stubborn about something. Yeah, so maybe going through prayer first. Going through prayer, asking Source, the Creator, you know, for clarity. Asking Source through prayer. Source, how should I approach something? Should I, you know, I'm on this new job or this new whatever. You know, I'm hearing something from two situations here. You know, I don't know what to believe. You know, I feel like I'm at a midpoint. I got all of this on under my ear. I don't know what to believe, right? And so I just need help. Instead of going to human, go to your Creator. Ask Source for help, and then ask Source to give you physical, like give you something in the physical sense. You know, give me something in the physical sense that's going to help me. So what that sometimes looks like is when you're going to Source and through prayer, Source, give me something in the physical. That'll sometimes look like you're going through a desk, like you're going through like at work. And you'll say, okay, Source, give me something in the physical that's going to help me reach out to this person or whatever. Oh, okay, I found this person's number. Let me reach out to them directly. Oh my God, never even thought about, I'm so busy all over the place and so used to doing things in one way. Just found this person's number. Let me reach out to this person. Hey, this is Virgo. You know, I you know, you used to work here. I actually took your place. You know, I'm the new person here. You know, we were just kind of, I was wondering, I'm in this position, such and such, whatever. Get your questions answered just like that. Get your questions Right. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm saying nine of coins. I mean nine of pentacles here, right? So some things don't deserve time slash, some things don't deserve time slash money. I mean, time, well, time is money, but some things don't even deserve time. So if somebody is telling lies about somebody, like certain things, like, let's say for instance, if it's a job situation, and somebody go, and your manager or people in the office is like, oh my god, the previous employee who worked here, Virgo, that you took their job, they didn't do the best job, such and such and such and such, whatever, and the you go to source through prayer. You somehow find their number in a drawer because they put together this list of, like, and you look at the list and you go, oh well, I mean, they seem like they were pretty organized to you. You go through the list and you're like, okay, they step by step, they were pretty organized. That's something you can use, maybe add to it, so you don't even have to go by what they're talking about in the office. You reached out, you develop a conversation with them directly, right? Because now you're brought into the light. You've been enlightened about something because you were in the light. You've enlightened them. They've enlightened you. So that ends that conversation with them. That ends the conversation with you. There you are on your throne. You've done your own discovery. You've gone down a rabbit hole. You've gotten what you need. You're getting back on your throne. You move on, they move on. You move past 5, they move past 5. Pivotal point, the end. The end. Yeah. Father of Cups. Then somebody realized, you know what? Then you get to another level of emotional maturity. Then somebody realized that they were being manipulated. And somebody realized they were being manipulated. Right? And they couldn't see it the whole time. Yeah, couldn't see it. Couldn't see it or didn't want to see it. Couldn't see it, didn't want to see it, because part of it is because somebody was trying to be so fair-minded. Again, somebody didn't want to see something because, one, you're in this new job. If this is a job situation, you didn't want to see something, right? Here we have 6, 2 is 8, minus 1 is 7, because it was something that was being said behind someone's back. They weren't there to defend themselves, but that's what you have in common with somebody. So all the stuff being said behind people's backs by people who said they love somebody, and they weren't even there to defend themselves, but that is what you have in common. Yeah. That's what you have in common. So what Source is trying to help, as for you being an earth sign, what Source is trying to help you to learn how to do is to go to Source first and ask Source to give you what you need in a physical form from Source in a way that you would understand best. Sometimes that can come in a way in a form of pictures, letters, like in a physical form. It does not always coming through a physical person, people, places, or things, right? And so, yeah, somebody may find they actually have a soulmate. Soulmate is not always love interest, just so we're crystal clear. Soulmate could just be a kindred spirit. A kindred spirit. Right. of how loved ones, people who say they love you, and how they talk about you behind your back. As soon as you move on, you can't even get off, you can't even get one foot out the door, and they talk about you behind your back. But again, sometimes it's not always the negative that people are talking behind your back, like I always say in my readings. Sometimes, you know, but that's what you and somebody share in common. So there it is. And here's somebody fighting mad when Source told somebody to, hey, go directly to Source. Go directly to Source. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Having toxic thoughts and all of this other stuff, just And Source is trying to speed up your prayers and trying to speed up somebody else's prayers. Yeah, so if it's, like I said, if it's a work situation and Source is trying to get you, if you're trying to move on from something, like trying to speed up your raise or find a job or move on or whatever it is, Source is trying to speed up your prayers, also trying, but you got a lot of major things that's going on. We're getting closer and closer to a full moon. We're in the first quarter moon phase, but yeah. Somebody is not being told the truth by two energies. But actually several, but a lot of your wishes are being fulfilled. So it's just trying to fulfill a lot of your wishes. Emotionally, somebody gonna feel like they hit the jackpot, but a lot of it depends on how quickly you speak up. It looks like some people are talking about where people are flying to. That's what this looks like. It looks like what people are talking about, people taking flights or something, and what they do, because we're talking about water. Like basically, like water talks about like emotions and feelings and subconscious habits and sexuality and intimacy and all of this other stuff. It's like people are talking about, two people are talking about where people take a flight and what they do for a living and how they make their money and why people. So if that's the case, and people, here we have, yeah, what people do for work. I hope people not spreading them rumors. Nine of Wands. Yeah, I hope people not spreading those rumors. Yeah, because that'll be quickly put to rest. 7 and 4 is 11. 11 is a master number. So Source is saying somebody need to get off the fence, stop overthinking something, and step into the light. Enlighten somebody to go ahead and put something to rest. Whatever it is, somebody needs to go ahead and put it to rest. But somebody can't see something. That's what the eyes are like. Somebody doesn't want to see something. Somebody doesn't want to see something. It's something somebody just don't want to see. Yeah. Somebody don't want to see. Then here we have 11 again. Yeah, we got 11 again. 8 and 3 is 11. Yeah. Yeah. You have a sea of opportunities that lie ahead for you. A sea of opportunities that lie ahead for you. And so Source is saying, as we get closer and closer to this full moon, so many people have so many creative ideas in terms of like creating businesses, writing a book. I mean, like creating space for buying homes and creating space for just like the creativity is just like literally off the charts for everybody for this full moon. But to just get to that, this full wolf moon, we got dark wolf moon and light wolf moon, and everybody is trying to find their soul tribe. Everybody is trying to decide who is your soul tribe? Who is keeping you enlightened? who is keeping you in the light and who is keeping you in the dark, right? And so it's just getting away from those, or moving away from the energies who are keeping you in the dark, or who have kept you in the dark, right? About things. And that's what this right here. Somebody's like, they don't want to see something. They don't want to, something somebody don't want to see. So you may want to start off each day with a positive attitude, keeping it a high vibration, keeping something high vibrational, so you can get ready to leave all the distractions behind. Get ready to leave all the distractions behind, so you can start creating the life that you want for yourself. Start creating the life that you want for yourself. It looks like it's 3 energies. They're talking about somebody's doing for work, and people are believing these lies. Yep, positive affirmations. Positive affirmations. It's a pivotal point. It's a pivotal 41, pivotal point. It's a pivotal point. It's a pivotal point. Pivotal point. Pivotal point. Yep, pivotal point. Yep, the answers you need are coming. Yep. So yeah, but so Source is really trying to get you to initiate a conversation, because you being a Virgo, this is Gemini. Gemini is the other side of Mercury, right? So Gemini's energy is directed outward. Your energy is directed in. So Source is trying to get you to initiate a conversation. Yeah, so it's trying to get you to initiate a conversation. Guidance. So when you make divine intelligence your foundation, you finally have a fixed star to follow. You finally have a fixed star to follow. Finally have a fixed star to follow. All right, so let's see what else we got going on here. Yeah, so that's the main thing. Source wants somebody to pray about it first, and then get off the fence, stop overthinking something, enlighten somebody about whatever it is. So if it's a, like I said, if it's a job and you just, still listening to people at work, here we have shadow. Come up out of the shadows. I think this card came out in another one of your readings too, when I talked about how the father, the little girl was saying there was a monster in her closet, and how the father went inside the closet and beat the monster up in the closet. On Instagram. The father didn't even question whether his daughter, he just went inside the closet and just went to work on that monster. He didn't even question it. Like certain things, when it comes to loved ones, talking about people behind their back, somebody's going to get to a point where they're just going to say, you know what? That's what everybody have in common. You won't even question it. Like, especially when you talk about somebody moving on from something, you can be like, you know what? I'm not even going to buy into that. Let me just pick up the phone and call myself. Let me just find out if I got a number. This is the human race. People talk about people behind their back. So, if you have a number, let me not sit here and overthink something. Let me pick up the phone myself. If you got a number. 24. I am generous. So you have a heart of gold, and you're very skilled at maintaining balanced, stable relationships. You are loyal to your loved ones, and you're able to be the nurturer, protector, and provider all at once. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, when you're looking at people, they're fist up, all of this, and want to fight somebody, that's very gutter, very low vibrational energy, and something, people lying and mad and talking, this and that. Yeah. Familiar spirits and wrong conversation. Wrong conversation. Yep. So anyway, like I said before, source is trying to help somebody to start off with positive, start your day off with positive conversations. Positive conversations to speed up your, answering your prayers so that you can move forward, on your journey. All right, that is what I have for you. Like I said, let's get ready for this full moon energy. Hopefully this has been helpful to someone. And so you can deal with your shadow self, right? And close out some cycles. 4 and 3 is 7. So you won't have to keep asking why. So you're not on the dark side of 7. You're on the light side of 7. So source can make some things make sense, for you. So you can move on to the next phase. All right? Bye.